Welcome to the last development update for Microsoft Flight Simulator for 2023. This video only covers what I consider to be the highlights of the 1.5 hour development stream recently done on Twitch. If you're looking for more detail, I'll leave a link to the full development update below. During the presentation, Jorg Newman, head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, shared one pic from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Here it is. Unfortunately, it's a low-res picture, but we can see it's the Grand Canyon in the States. And I must say, it looks epic. If this is default, then compared to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, well, it's a big jump up. This is the SimHanger channel. My name's Mark. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get started. What do you like in an emergency? Well, this video sponsor FS Academy can help prepare you for the worst. With 12 individual standalone modules covering both GA and airliners, they place you in a cockpit with a trained airline pilot next to you to guide you through when the unexpected happens.
Cactus 1539 hit birds to lost thrust of focus. It's returning back towards LaGuardia.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading up 220.
220.
Commander from FS Academy is available via the marketplace for Xbox and PC. You can check out my review video link in the notes below. In this video we'll look at Sim Update 14 and focus on some planned improvements for ATC and ground handling, as well as improvements to colorization. We'll reveal the next aircraft in the Famous Flyer series, and we'll jump forward to the end of January 2024 for World Update 16, which is the Caribbean. Famous Flyer number 8 is from Coronado, and it's the Cessna 207. If you like the Cessna Caravan, well, you're going to love this. The 207, also known as the Stationair and sometimes the Skywagon, was known for its reliability, rugged construction, and was popular with bush pilots. First saw airtime in 1969 and production finished in 1984. Due out around the same time as the next Sim Update, around 5th of December. Sim Update 14 is almost upon us, and we should see some improvements in terms of snow coverage, multiplayer issues in terms of visibility, various aircraft fixes and updates including the Cirrus SR22, which gets a complete overhaul, but we can expect ongoing development in a number of other areas. Certain aspects being worked on for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 are also being engineered into this sim. There's some changes to the colorization, which will be most notable in different atmospheric conditions. There's a move away from the predominantly greenish and blue tinge applied across the sim to try and reproduce something more realistic and representative of what we'd see in the real world. Seb did comment that the atmospheric engine that drives Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is completely different to the existing sim. There's going to be a new ATC assistant added into the sim with this sim update, and by default it's going to be set to on, which to all intents and purposes mean no change, and affects which runway AI traffic will use. Currently, regardless of weather conditions, the sim will try and direct AI traffic based on the runway that you selected. Turn the assistant off, and ATC will direct the traffic based on the current weather, regardless of where you spawned. This will apply to both arrival and departure airports. So if you select the wrong runway and AI traffic is departing towards you, well, now you know why. If the weather changes, then the active runway will change as well. This new assistance option will have no impact on live traffic. Another interesting development are some subtle changes to the ground handling. In simple terms, they're building in more flex into the airframe and the suspension. Most notable when you're taking off and landing, the tires to some degree can flex and bend, leading to some subtle changes in how the aircraft reacts, and once again providing a little bit more realism than what is currently available, which is predominantly the FSX model. What does that mean for the future? Well, you're less likely to be able to hide those bouncy landings, and we should see a little bit more vibration in the cockpit. From what I understood, they're going to extend this to helicopters as well. Due on or around the 30th of January 2024 is the next World Update Caribbean, and we'll be taking a look at that shortly. However, in preparation for this World Update, looks like we're in store for some improvements in terms of water masking. I'm not expecting this to be part of the upcoming sim update. Microsoft Flight Simulator are working with their partners Maxar, and this is typically the sort of information that's available. You can notice from the image there's some clouds as well as a join on the right hand side. The planned improvements are getting better data that is more indicative of water depth, etc., as shown here and outlined in red. This is a positive and welcome development. The next world update will include new aerial imagery, various points of interest done by Gaia Systems, as are the bespoke airports, 3 landing challenges, 3 bush trips, and 3 discovery flights. We can have a quick flip through some of the points of interest and then the airports. I'm not going to talk all the way through this. I'll leave you to peruse at your leisure, and I'll join you again shortly. We finally got an update on the World Hub. For those of you not aware, the World Hub is designed to offer freeware to the sim community from third-party developers. You'll get advised that it's currently under alpha. They're hoping for a December release, however January is probably more likely, and I wouldn't be overly surprised if it didn't follow the next World Update. They also shared their roadmap for 2024 with us. 4 World Updates, 2 sim updates, and as we progress through the year, development falls off to some degree, but that's no surprise with the planned release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, although Jorg went on to explain that they did intend to still develop and support Microsoft 2020. Now we have no idea or inclination or indication of when Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 might be released, but please indulge me here and let me do my best guess. The Xbox Game Showcase is normally held around the middle of June, and it seems logical to me that Microsoft will make the formal announcement of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 at this event, with a release following not too long after. So I'm going to hazard a guess, and it's purely that. Expect to see Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming out mid-July through to mid-August. Do you have a prediction? Let me know in the comments below. Jorg also hinted fairly strongly that famous flyer number 9 is going to be a helicopter. Well, that's all I have for you today. Many other topics were covered. To get the details, links to the Twitch stream in the notes below, and it should be on YouTube soon. Thanks as always for joining me. I'm going to leave you with the picture of the Grand Canyon. Something to look forward to. Stay well, look after yourselves, see you again soon, and bye for now.